Hello friends, I am CS Jaspreet. Welcome back to my channel. ICSI has released an announcement regarding the publication on COVID-19 regulatory updates. Due to COVID-19, there has been a lot of changes by different authorities, by different boards. So what ICSI has done, it has put a unique publication for the COVID-19 regulatory updates. I am making this video. I am starting the video with the initiatives taken by MCA. I will be coming up with the other videos as well, initiatives taken by other groups also, other boards also. But today's video is on initiatives taken by MCA regarding COVID-19 regulatory updates. The first initiative is, or the first update is, the company's meetings of board and its powers, Third Amendment Rules 2020 notification dated 28 September 2020. What happened in exercise of the powers conferred by sections 173, 177, 178 and section 186 read with section 469 of the Companies Act 2013, the central government hereby makes the company's meetings of board and its powers, Third Amendment Rules 2020 to further amend the company's meetings of board and its powers rules 2014. Now what has happened, instead of 30th September 2020, it is substituted by 31st December 2020. So earlier, the in this company's meeting of board and powers rules 2014, for the words 30th September 2020, now 31st September 2020 will be substituted. And how it has an impact on the rule, I'll tell you further. So here the impact has been shown that the extension was further relaxed till December 31st, 2020. So accordingly, up to December 31st, 2020, following restricted matters can be dealt in board meetings held through video conferencing or other audiovisual means by duly ensuring the compliance of Rule 3. What are the matters that now can be dealt up to 31st December 2020 in the board meetings are the approval of the annual financial statements, the approval of the board's report, the approval of the prospectus, the audit committee meetings for consideration of financial statement, including consolidated financial statement, and the approval of the matter relating to amalgamation, merger, demerger, acquisition, and takeover. So the extension that was given till December 31st, 2020, following matters can be dealt in board meetings held through video conferencing or other audio-visual means. Now, these are the initiatives taken by MCA due to COVID-19. The next initiative was regarding the extension of company's Fresh Start Scheme 2020 in continuation to the MCA General Circular dated March 30th, 2020. It was further extended till December 31st, 2020, and you can see the impact as well. It was actually a new scheme which was introduced by MCA as company's Fresh Start Scheme, and it was valid from April 1st, 2020 to September 30th, 2020. But amid that, all of us know that COVID-19 came in India, or COVID-19 pandemic came all over the world. So due to that, now the scheme has now been extended till December 31st, 2020. Moving on next to extension of LLP settlement scheme 2020. This was also in continuation with the MCA General Circular. It was also extended till December 31st, 2020, and due to COVID-19, all other requirements provided in the said circular shall remain unchanged. So it was extended, the MCA extended the validity of LLP settlement scheme 2020, which was from September 30th, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. The next initiative is regarding extension of time, scheme for relaxation of time for filing forms related to creation or modification of charges under the Companies Act 2020. So in continuation, these are all to the continuation of the MCA general circulars which came earlier. So here also the figures have been substituted, like in place of 39 2020, the figure constituted as 31st 12 2020. I'll tell you, that means in place where 30th September was there earlier, the last dates, now that will be 31st December, and instead of 1st October 2020, now it's 1st January 2020, and the other requirements will remain as such. they will remain unchanged. So this is the change. The dates have been substituted. The relaxations have been extended from 30th September 2020 to 31st December 2020 and from 1st October 2020 to 1st January 2021. The next initiative is clarification on passing of ordinary and special resolutions by companies under the Companies Act 2013, read with rules made thereunder on account of COVID-19. Here also everywhere the general circulars have been referred so that you can go back and check from the MCA's side. Now it allows the companies to conduct their EGMs through video conferencing or other audio-visual means or transact items through postal ballot in accordance with the framework provided up to December 31st, 2020. Here also these things have been extended till December 31st, 2020. Actually all the relaxations were provided or extended till September 30th, 2020. They have been further extended to December 31st, 2020. The next initiative is regarding the creation of deposit repayment reserve of 20% under Section 73, subsection 2, subclause C of Companies Act 2013 and to invest or deposit 15% of amount of debentures under Rule 18 of Companies Share Capital and Debentures Rules 2014 due to COVID-19. Here also the date has been extended to December 31st, 2020. In every slide you could see that for more details the institute has also given the link where you can go and check the general circulars as well. The next initiative is regarding filings under Section 124 and Section 125 of Companies Act 2013 for IEPFA. So here also the date has been extended till December 31st, 2020. It has extended the company's Fresh Start Scheme 2020 till December 31st, 20 because it was run earlier. So according to that, the relaxations for IEPF e-forms have also been an e-verification of claims in e-form IEPF 5 without additional fees. That has been extended till December 31st, 2020. And the last initiative by MCA was extension of special measures under the Companies Act 2013 and LLP Act 2008 in view of COVID-19 outbreak. So this was regarding the extension of measures. It has clarified that non-compliance of minimum residency in India for a period of at least 182 days in a year. This was the requirement of the minimum residency. You have the director, at least one director had to comply to this, but that has also been actually it is not like it is not extended, it is relaxed in case that if this requirement is not met, that shall not be treated as non-compliance for the financial year 2020-2021 also. Earlier that was for this financial year only, but now that is for financial year 2020-2021 also. Thank you so much for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel as I will be updating videos regarding initiatives taken by other boards as well, like SEBI, CBDT and all others that are in the publications given by ICSI. Subscribe to my channel before leaving and hit the bell icon for all the updates.